Hi. So what is this huge overlap advantage that everybody is talking about when we choose the sociology optional? Well, hi, I'm Vikram Kaushal. I'm going to be a teacher for sociology at Insights IAS, and let me explain that to you. Well, the optional is definitely the most scoring part of your whole preparation. And for sociology, yes, we get above 300 scores out of 500, and that's astonishing, but that's not where the story stops. The second most scoring area in your UPSC preparation is the essay. And every year we've got at least one essay which is based on content that we learn from sociology, and maybe two. So what we find is that for our essay preparation, it's not only English and grammar and language, but it's content, because these are UPSC essays. And if you prepare for content separately, that's a lot of effort. But when we do the sociology optional, then topics across the themes and genres, from gender and yes, family and marriage, to inequality and poverty and urbanization and whole lot more, we're already prepared for your essay. So what that does is it really helps you to have thorough and deep knowledge when you're writing the essay, giving you a huge advantage over your competitors. Well, apart from that, what is the third most scoring area in your UPSC preparation? And well, that's the GS paper 4. Out of the GS paper 1, 2, 3, 4, every year we've analyzed trends since 2013 when the new paper pattern was introduced. And the GS paper 4 has the highest scoring. That's your ethics paper, 250 marks. And inside your ethics, the sociology optional has a significant add-on to the knowledge that you're going to be gaining there, right? So where exactly is that knowledge? Exactly which are those topics? Well, there are topics in the Unit 1, especially when we're looking at ethics with human interface, but it's a lot of addition also in the leaders and the administrators and the history of India and the background to it. So a large part of what sociology does is it adds to your background knowledge, which creates this beautiful mix when you get to ethics. There's a lot of things being said. It's that one should read extra, one should know more, one should know the background, right? Where do you get that? Well, everything you need to know from the sociology option. Apart from that, if we look at the GS paper 1, we've got the Indian society part there. And that Indian society part, you can think about it as a subset of the sociology paper. So the topics that are mentioned there, from poverty to inequality to demographics to urbanization to gender issues, communalism, secularism, regionalism, to Indian society itself and the culture of India, globalization and change, all of these topics are done in a beautiful, interesting and a content depth way with the sociology option. So how much does that add to your advantage? Well, for the Indian society part, we've got minimum around 75 marks, and sometimes that's 80 or above. So last year, approximately we had like around 100 marks worth of questions. And that's just the extra added advantage that you get by choosing the sociology optional without putting in extra effort. In GS paper 2, then there's social justice. And in social justice, again, the weightage is around 75 marks worth in the mains every year. And a significant part of that learning in the syllabus is happening from the sociology option. So if we talk about the total overlap advantage in the mains, we're looking at around approximately 75 marks worth in GS paper 1 Indian society and around approximately 40 marks worth in social justice in GS paper 2, and in ethics, which is around 250 marks paper, right? And essay, most importantly, the overlap advantage, which also is the second most scoreable area after the option. But the story doesn't stop there, because every year in the interview, we've got, apart from the questions that you're going to get from your optional or your DAF or your district where you're from. Apart from that, when we get questions in the interview, well, a significant number of those questions are also from what we are learning in the sociology optional. And thereby what it does is it prepares you all across the way, right till the end, to your selection. Well, that's the advantage. See you in classes.